Most people panic when they see a black bear near their home, but for one man, a simple act of kindness toward a wild animal led to a moment he never expected, one that would later be captured on camera in a way that stunned thousands of viewers. Patrick Conley, a native of Asheville, North Carolina, was used to black bears roaming the area. So when he began seeing a family of bears wandering onto his property in late 2017, he wasn't surprised. What he didn't expect was how familiar they would become. Slowly, the animals grew comfortable around him, and Patrick filmed many of their visits for his YouTube audience. The family of 4 included a mother bear Patrick named Maite and her 3 cubs, Maurice, Solange, and Simone. They appeared often enough that Patrick recognized their personalities. Maurice was big and confident, Solange was shy, and Simone was the one who kept coming back even after the others stopped appearing around May 2018. Over the years, Simone continued visiting Patrick weekly. At one point, he noticed she was wearing a tracking collar after being tagged by the North Carolina Suburban Black Bear Study. But in May 2021, Simone returned with something far more surprising. As Simone stepped out of the trees toward Patrick's porch, he immediately sensed something was different. She wasn't alone. Moving carefully behind her were 2 tiny cubs. The cutest things to ever have walked these woods, Patrick later said in the video he recorded of the moment. "First visit this year by your favorite girl, Simone," he captioned the clip, adding excitedly, "And yes, she brought her first ever litter of cubs." It appeared that Simone had chosen to introduce her newborns to the man whose kindness she had known since she was young. To Patrick, it felt like her way of saying, "Thank you." Even better, he noticed the tracking collar was gone, and she looked healthy and well-fed. "Being that it's her first litter," Patrick explained, "I tried my best not to spook her or the little ones." Still, Simone seemed relaxed, letting her cubs explore while keeping a close eye on them. Patrick guessed she would return soon, and she did. 2 years later, in April 2023, Simone appeared again with an even bigger surprise, her second litter of cubs. This time there were 4, as Patrick joyfully shared with his viewers, calling them Batch, #2 of Adorables. The bears treated Patrick's porch as if it were a familiar meeting spot. Simone walked confidently up the steps, calm and unafraid, while Patrick quietly observed, giving her space. Their trust in each other was clear. Simone had known Patrick since she was a cub, and their unusual bond had only grown stronger over the years. Her new cubs, however, were much more cautious. They peeked around corners, sniffed the air, and stuck close to their mother. But seeing Simone relax beside Patrick seemed to reassure them. One by one, they followed her onto the porch, curious but careful as they explored this strange new place their mother trusted. Patrick captured each visit on video, allowing people around the world to witness this rare connection between a man and a wild bear family. Viewers were amazed at how calmly Simone approached and how gently Patrick responded, respecting her space while cherishing the moment. Still, Patrick always reminded his audience that this was an extraordinary situation. While his experience was peaceful and beautiful, approaching a wild bear, especially a mother with cubs, is extremely dangerous. Black bears remain unpredictable, and encounters like his should never be attempted by others. Thanks to Patrick's patience and respect, Simone continued visiting him year after year. She moved around his porch as if she belonged there, confident that he meant no harm. Patrick, in turn, stayed calm and quiet, letting her lead every interaction. Their bond was based entirely on trust, something incredibly rare between a human and a wild bear. As Simone's cubs grew more comfortable, they began to mirror her actions. They explored the steps, sniffed the railings, and looked curiously at the man their mother trusted. Although cautious, they never showed fear, simply following Simone's example as she guided them across the porch. Patrick often reminded viewers that he never tried to touch the bears or feed them. He simply offered kindness and respect, and over the years, Simone responded in her own way by returning, by trusting him, and by sharing the most vulnerable moments of her life, introducing her newborn cubs. For Patrick, each visit felt like a gift. He didn't have to enter the woods or approach wildlife. Instead, Simone brought the beauty of the wild right to his door. And through his videos, Simone and company allowed people everywhere to enjoy these encounters safely, without risking harm.